Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about the top 6 concerns that I hear about frequently from perimenopausal and postmenopausal women that they don't often share with others. These are legitimate fears and worries that commonly arise in menopause, and for good reason. But they're not things that are comfortably talked about with family and friends, also for good reason. The number one anxiety-ridden concern is fear of dying. An overwhelming feeling that the doctors are missing something and you're actually seriously ill or even dying. It sounds a bit dramatic to most people, I'm sure, but if you're a middle-aged woman having a less than ideal menopausal transition, it's a very real experience. I went through it myself years ago in perimenopause, and it was a horrible way to live. I don't wish it on anyone, but in many cases, it's unavoidable. Perimenopause creeps in unannounced, and so do the list of unwanted symptoms and changes, one after the other until you're scared enough to go to numerous doctors, only to be told things like, it's just anxiety, you're too young for menopause, you're fine, or your vitamin D's a little low, take some vitamins. You know you're not fine and it's way more than anxiety, but you can't seem to find help and you feel like no one is listening to you. It's a very terrifying and helpless feeling. It makes perfect sense to me why so many women fear illness or even death. It's one of the main reasons I started my menopause channel, to openly talk about all of the symptoms and changes in menopause so you don't have to live in fear the way I did. Because honestly, how can you not be convinced that there's something horribly wrong going on with so much chaos happening inside your body? Number 2 is the worry that the symptoms will last forever and you'll never feel like yourself again. Perimenopause can last up to 10 years, and it is possible for some of the symptoms to follow you into postmenopause. That is a very long time to be battling unwanted changes and discomforts. For those of you experiencing a long list of symptoms, the fear of feeling horrible forever is very real. It's a constant cycle of getting control of one symptom, only to have it replaced by another and never truly feeling 100%. I'm postmenopausal now and still dealing with a few symptoms, but most of the perimenopausal discomforts are gone. I hope that gives you a bit of hope if you're still in the thick of things right now. Number 3 is the constant nagging concern about whether your menopause brain is something to be concerned about or just hormonal and will eventually pass. Many women worry about Alzheimer's, and it's understandable. The forgetfulness and brain fog can be next level. Forgetting where you put things, what you were saying, why you went into a room, what familiar objects are called, or remembering that you forgot something, but not recalling what that something was. How can those things not be scary? Based on everything I've read, the brain adapts to the depletion of hormones and memory eventually improves. Boy, I sure hope that's the truth. Next is the very real concern about being able to function at work day to day, or the possibility of not being able to work anymore. So many women are struggling with disruptive symptoms that are interfering with their ability to be at work all day or function efficiently. And bills have to be paid, so the possibility of losing your job or having to quit is terrifying. Many women are having to work from home, myself included. I really wish there were menopause-related accommodations in the workplace, but most are not that flexible. I think there should be menopause days, like sick days, or menopause leave similar to pregnancy leave, only without the new baby. There are also understandable concerns over each individual symptom and a great deal of anxiety attached to each one. There are about 100 possible symptoms, and some women experience a long list of them, and fear of appearing crazy or hypochondriacal leaves many of those ladies struggling in silence. I know when I was in perimenopause, I dealt with a long list of symptoms, including weird flip-flops and surges in my chest, pain, nausea, bloating, dizziness, and about 20 other weird and random things. And I never ever shared the true extent of my suffering with anyone in my everyday life, especially after all the doctors kept treating me like a difficult anxiety case. One of the best things about my menopause group is that we can all share our long list of symptoms and discomforts, and other women understand, relate, and offer support. It's absolutely wonderful. The link to that group is in the description if you want to join us. Number 6 is the fear and worry about the possible adverse effects of HRT. Many women are suffering and wanting to try hormone replacement to try and get their lives back on track, but they're very afraid of causing themselves more problems or even health concerns. The listed side effects possible are scary, and there certainly are many women who can't use HRT because they're at higher risk for those adverse reactions. So I understand the concern. Based on everything I've read, though, for healthy individuals with no underlying risk factors, HRT has been shown to be safer than once thought. So perhaps looking into more recent research would be helpful if you really want to try HRT but have reservations. Some women are blessed and sail straight through menopause, but the vast majority are fighting a battle no one outside of perimenopause and postmenopause can understand. It's for that reason that sharing what we're feeling and going through is so difficult. I see you though, and I understand. Feel free to share your concerns in the comments. I'm sure other women will relate. I wish health, happiness, and peace of body and mind for all of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.